It's my pleasure to welcome Sandhya Suri to Showbiz India. What did you feel like that moment when you heard you're in the finals for the Oscars?
I'd been waiting, like, when's LA waking up? When might they announce something? 9 o'clock, like 5 p.m. came, 9 o'clock Pacific time. I was like, okay, oh, nothing. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I said to my daughter, let's have a double carbohydrate dinner to comfort Mama. And then during dinner, the phone started pinging a lot. I said, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till I finish dinner. But then finished dinner, and I was very, very happy with what I saw.
Tell me about the movie Santosh. I believe it was inspired by, some of the incidents that have happened in reality in India.
I mean, Santosh isn't based on a single case. Santosh is sort of based on the daily indignities faced by multiple minority groups, be it women in particular, but not only. And it's sort of a culmination of reading many, facing those things, just being in India a lot and seeing those things and finding out a way how to address it.
तेरे जैसी औरतों के लिए सरकार की एक स्कीम है जिसे आश्रित कोटा कहते हैं। मतलब कि पुलिस वाले की विधवा होने के नाते तुझे रमन की नौकरी मिलेगी।
Constable. And was there a particular reason you chose the name Santosh?
Santosh in the film has a sort of a hunger, a need to refine her status in society once she loses it as a wife. So there's a sort of hunger and moving and restlessness, and it's something I feel can be quite deep in the female experience to arrive at that feeling of looking for this contentment and this satisfaction, this search for it.
नाम क्या बताया?
संतोष
नहीं आई है वो यहाँ और घंटा उसको कुछ ना पता है।
तेरे साथ वाले तुझे पुलिस वाला मानते ही नहीं।
This film is your first fiction film, I believe. Yeah. How was that compared to directing documentaries?
I mean, there's so many joys in doing a fiction, and there's so many joys in doing a documentary. They're both really hard slogs. So, documentary can be a very lonely process. But you have less daily pressure because it doesn't cost as much on a daily basis. So I love the collaboration of fiction.
देविका पीपल, उम्र 14-15 साल, माता पिता राम पीपल, रानी पीपल, लालीपुर गांव में मजदूरी करते हैं। शव कल गांव के कुएं में मिला था।
You say it's about not just one rape case, it's about systemic violence against women, particularly for this film. How was that process look like?
It was more like the starting point led me to that image of the policewoman. I knew she was my in. So then it became very much about her journey. And her journey is also a journey of grief. It's a journey of a widow who then becomes a wife and then a policewoman. And that's a very big trajectory for a character in any film. So I knew that. I knew there was going to be a mentor-mentee relationship as well. That was very important to me, to show this complex female relationship that that is not only sisterhood, that can also have like a dark underside. I was interested in that. And then it was about putting that in a type of place.
यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो?
बस देख रही थी।
क्या?
पुलिस वालों में मर्दों की कितनी कमी हो गई है, औरतन को अकेले भेज दिया है।
सांस ले, सांस छोड़।
What would you like the audiences to take away from this film?
I don't make films to teach anybody anything, but I do like to ask questions in a film, and I do like to leave space for the audience. That's why there's not so much score in this film. This is a film without score, because I like to let the audience sort of immerse themselves in this space, in her predicament, and to be by her side in this tapestry of, sort of complex issues. And what I mainly want the audience to come away with is a complicated feeling coming out of the film.
As a mother, how hard was that for you to direct those scenes.
As a human, it's difficult, especially we have a very difficult scene in the middle of the film, which is not about violence against women, but is about violence. And that's why I think it's interesting in the film that it's not only about what happens to the women. There's constant power play and violence. I just hope that even though there's a lot talked about in the film, the response of the audience is still emotional.
संतोष, इस देश में दो तरह की छुआछूत है। एक वो जिसे कोई छूना नहीं चाहता और दूसरा वो जिसे कोई छू नहीं सकता।
Well, thank you once again for your time. It was lovely meeting you, and we hope to see you in the States very soon.
Thanks for having me.